Just give me my stuff.
Oh, no, you're not gonna get out of here that easy. Okay, we're here today, obviously to bid farewell to one of our shipmates who's been on board for a while, Chief George. And what I'd like to do is start off by reading a letter of appreciation from the Commanding Officer, Naval Air Station, Atlanta, the Chief Aviation Structural Mechanic Safety Equipment, Irvin George, Jr., USNR TAR 411920743. Letter of appreciation. On the occasion of your retirement, I wish to express on behalf of our nation and the Navy Department a deep gratitude for your enduring and dedicated allegiance. For the members of Naval Air Station Atlanta and myself, it is indeed a pleasure to extend this command's appreciation for a job well done. You joined the Navy. This is a little bit of your history. I always like reading these because I always find something in there that I like. You joined the Navy at Memphis, Tennessee in January 1970 and attended basic training in Orlando, Florida. You were then assigned to Aviation Electrician's Mate A School in TTC, Jacksonville, Florida. Your first duty assignment was with Fighter Squadron VF-11 at NAS Oceana, Virginia. You then continued your professional education by attending Aviation Structural Mechanic Safety Equipment A School at NATTC, Memphis. Seems like you always go back to Memphis, don't you?
Like Memphis.
Obviously. Okay, maybe that's why you're retiring then. Following school, you were transferred to Patrol Squadron VP-17 at NAS Barbers Point, Hawaii. Tough duty. After completion of that assignment, you were sent to Tactical Air Squadron VT-7 at NAS Meridian, Mississippi, before being assigned to the USS Saratoga CV-60. You left active duty in 1977. Then again in 1978, you were recalled to active duty with the Training and Administration of Reserves, the TAR program. You were assigned to Attack Squadron VA-204 at NAS New Orleans, Louisiana, and then transferred for a tour with Tactical Electronic Warfare Squadron VAQ-209, based at NAS Norfolk, Virginia. Your final assignment was here, NAS Atlanta. While there, you were attached to the 800 Division of the Aircraft Intermediate Maintenance Department. During your naval career, you were awarded the following medals: Naval Achievement Medal, 4 Good Conduct Medals, National Defense Service Medal, Armed Forces Reserve Medal, and the Sea Service Ribbon. You also earned Enlisted Aviation Warfare Specialist EAWS Wings. And on behalf of Captain Hunt, Chief George, I would like to personally thank you for all that you have done for the Navy in this command. Please accept my sincere best wishes for a successful future. Your shipmates at NAS Atlanta bid you fair winds and following seas, and is signed P.C. Hunt, Captain of Naval Air Station Atlanta. Also with this, we have a Fleet Reserve Certificate of the United States Navy, and this certificate is to certify that Irvin George, Jr., Aviation Structural Mechanic Chief, was transferred from active duty to the Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy on the 30th day of September 1990 after 20 years of service. This certificate is awarded as a testimonial of faith and honorable service, signed P.C. Hunt, Captain, Commanding Officer. Chief. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Also, I understand you're now eligible for the reserve medal.
Another medal.
Other medal. This will do you good, huh?
Going out with a real hero.
Stick
I'm sure. Look good on my wall like that.
I understand you don't have your family here, but I would like for you to take this back. This is for your wife, Carol Ann George. Certificate of appreciation from the United States Navy, and is to all who see these presents greeting. This is to certify that Carol Ann George has earned grateful appreciation for her unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during her husband's naval career. Her unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible her husband's lasting contribution to the nation, given this 30th day of September 1990, P.C. Hunt. Obviously, you've got a lot of leave on the books.
Sure do.
Congratulations. And this is something that has been started, and I personally I personally think this is great. This is also another certificate of appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States, and this is to Aviation Structural Mechanic Chief Irvin George Jr., United States Naval Reserve. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud tradition of the military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purposes for which you serve. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future, and signed George Bush, Commander-in-Chief. And last, by certainly not least, we'd like to present Chief George today with the National Ensign. And this is another letter from the CO of Naval Air Station Atlanta. Presents to Chief Aviation Structural Mechanic George, United States National Ensign. On behalf of your many shipmates, including those who have made the supreme sacrifice, we wish to present to you what is the military person's most honored and cherished possession, the United States National Ensign, the flag which you have so proudly served and honorably defended. The flag which we honor and serve under is the true emblem of our unity, our thoughts, our power and purpose as a nation. Accept it, protect it, guard it, and ever remember that the young men and women that you have trained, guided, and inspired will follow in your footsteps and defend it with equal pride. We bid you fair winds and following seas. Good luck in your future endeavors. P.C. Hunt. That's it.
Filing this week. Filing this week. One more. Jerry, no luck.
I don't want to strain myself.
Chief George?
Yeah.